Hi everyone, welcome to Meal Plan Monday. I am Stephanie Dreyer, a plant-based meal planning expert and the founder of stephaniedreyer.com, where I help busy parents bring more joy and ease to their meal planning, meal prep, and meal times with their families. I am here every noon Pacific Standard Time for Meal Plan Monday, and here we are. I am sharing, always sharing some type of meal planning tip or topic theme, and I'll always sharing plant-based meal ideas and recipes. And I am vegetarian. My oldest is vegetarian, I'm vegan, and the rest of my family eats everything. So I bring a perspective of juggling different dietary needs and likes and wants. Like most of us with a dynamic family, everybody has their own likes and dislikes. And so I share that with you to let you know I've been on a journey for the past 10 years to simplify that process of trying to figure out what's for dinner, to answer that question, and to please everyone with one meal. So today we are talking about Thanksgiving leftovers. The last 2 weeks, last 2 Facebook Lives, if you haven't been able to join, please check out my website, stephaniedreyer.com. We broke down Thanksgiving meal prep last week. So if you are just diving in this week to getting organized for Thanksgiving, I give you a plan and a schedule for kind of mapping it out, and you've still got a few days. So definitely check that out. And then we also, the week before that, we looked at what to serve if you're hosting or bringing any kind of dishes to a Thanksgiving, what kind of plant-based foods you can eat. I do a thorough, deep dive on plant-based turkey alternatives, and then I also give you some lots of ideas for desserts and sides and all that kind of stuff. But today I wanted to focus on leftovers, because if you're like me, I always make way too much food thinking I'm not gonna have enough. And I'm hosting this year, so I've got, I'm gonna be cooking a lot. I'm not doing a turkey, obviously. I'm purchasing an herbivorous butcher. If you haven't checked them out, the herbivorous butcher, it's a mouthful, is based in Minneapolis, but they've teamed up with Whole Foods, and I purchased one of their stuffed turkeys and turkeys and gravy from there. And then I'm doing the rest of the meal from mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, vegetables, doing some green beans, a salad, rolls, mac and cheese, just a whole bunch of different stuff. So anyways, I know I'm gonna have leftover, and I'm sure you will too. So I wanted to share some ideas for transforming those into something else. So I'm gonna dive in here. Let me look at my notes, what I've got for you. So my whole idea, and I will link to my leftover makeover worksheet that I have a whole blog post about this topic, leftovers in general, because most people don't like to eat leftovers more than once. I know my kids don't. I can usually get away with serving leftovers once during the week, but I usually have a better chance of pleasing everyone if I'm able to transform it into something that is completely different. So that's my idea with today's topic, is to have it yeah, the Thanksgiving sandwich is cool, but really, can we get a little bit more creative and a little bit more inventive? And I'm gonna say, yes, we can. So I have a few meal ideas, if you wanna jot these down. One are tofu scrambles, casseroles, bowls, vegan bowls. We love our vegan bowls. Fritters, or cakes, like vegetable cakes. Gratins, where you layer the vegetables into kind of like a veggie casserole kind of thing with a sauce and some kind of crumbly, crunchy top. And then wraps, like I said, forget the sandwich, have it a wrap or a burrito instead and do something a little different. Pies, breakfast pies, sweet and savory pies. Salads, of course, and then I've also have cookies and bread. So I'm gonna actually go through some top line recipes for this, and then over at my blog at stephaniedreyer.com, you can I'll link all the recipes to all these for you, so you have all of that. So I hope this inspires you. Really just wanted to share a few ideas for turning those leftovers into something new as you're planning your meals for next week. And that was what I wanted to talk to you about next. Is I have this free blank meal planner, and I'm going to come a little closer so you can see. If you are planning to use leftovers in your plan this week and transform them into something else, you can use this meal plan to map out what you're going to make. And that's what I do every Thursday. So it's Thanksgiving this week. So my schedule will be a little bit off. I'm actually planning to do my meal plan on Wednesday, and then I will do my shopping regularly on Friday like I always do, and then I'll batch cook on Sunday. And Sunday is when I take about 1.5 to 2 hours and I cook a few ingredients, salad dressing, some roasted vegetables, grains, things like that. I might make a soup or a casserole. I usually make some kind of snack or muffin. And I'm that way I'm set up for the week. My lunches are ready in 10 minutes or less. The kids' lunches are ready in 10 minutes or less. And dinner is easier and quicker to prep because I've already taken care of a few ingredients that I'm going to use in those dishes. So I wanted to share this with you. This is how I map it all out. I have a row for day and date, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I have a row for my schedule notes, the recipes, my prep plan every day, and then my batch cook plan for that weekend. And if you want to see how I put this into action, you can join me on Fridays at noon on Instagram. And I actually walk you through this every week with my own meal plan. I show you how I did my meal plan for the week, and I share the recipes that I'm cooking that week with you. So if you're interested in that, check out Instagram at Veegmama, VEEGMAMA, on Fridays at noon, and I'll take you through this. If you're interested in getting a copy of this, you can at bit.ly/7-day meal planner. So I'll be happy to give that to you completely free. Just go to that link. Okay, so then let me get back to recipes. If you have any questions, shout them out. I am really excited about this roundup that I did. So I gave you some meal idea categories a few seconds ago, and what I wanted to do is just highlight a few ideas for these. So there is a Thanksgiving poutine recipe by Simple Sweet Vegan. She did an amazing, it looks so good. Basically, it's homemade fries. A poutine is fries with like a gravy. So she took the fries and she smothered it with, I think it was a homemade stuffing, some vegan turkey. She had like everything in there, the cranberry sauce and the gravy. And it was like basically like Thanksgiving nachos, right, over fries. So that was kind of a fun way to serve up all the leftovers. Shepherd's pie is another great idea. There's a ton of vegan recipes for that. If you just Google that, you'll find a bunch. I'm gonna share one with you over at the blog. Mashed potato cakes, or any type for that matter, any kind of vegetable fritter. You can use, if you had zucchini, you could do that. There's like a bunch of different like fritters or cakes you could do, but mashed potato cakes, so yummy, so easy. You just ball up those mashed potatoes and fry them or bake them. There's some great recipes for that. I'm going to share one with you as well. Another great recipe that I saw was using your leftover cranberry sauce is it's like a topping on cereals, pancakes, waffles, yogurt, or making a bread with it. You can use that as a filling in your bread instead of a pumpkin bread, or you could do a pumpkin cranberry bread. I thought that was genius. And Oh My Veggies, who I love, she's got a great recipe for cranberry sauce bread. So I'm going to share that with you too. I talked about gratins. I'm making green beans this year. The one I'm going to share uses Brussels sprouts, and it's basically taking those extra vegetables and combining them with the sauce and then putting like a breadcrumb topping. Super easy. You bake it, and those vegetables are something completely different flavor profile, and really would work with any vegetable. Another fun idea is stuffing cupcakes. So what to do with all that extra stuffing? You can layer them into muffin tins and top them with extra leftover mashed potatoes and then serve them with gravy. How fun and delicious. That would be a really fun, savory breakfast for the family, I think. We talked about bowls. I'm going to share a Thanksgiving leftover bowl recipe with you from I Love Vegan. Salads. Takes any veg that you have, any green, and toss that with what, any leftover vegetables you have, fall veggies would work best. I think if you're doing any kind of fall vegetable, you can toss that in with just some fresh greens, maybe some almonds, toasted almonds or walnuts, and a yummy vinaigrette. That's super easy. And then tofu scramble, I mentioned, scrambles are the best. So you just take a regular scramble recipe with tofu, saute some onion, garlic, crumble your tofu in there, and add in whatever vegetables or stuffing, your gravy. Really yummy, savory scramble recipe is really fun for breakfast to have something different. And then my last two ideas are sweet potato cookies. These are sweet things I'm going to tell you about. Sweet potato cookies, I'm going to share a recipe for how to take the leftover sweet potato casserole or sweet potatoes and turn those into cookies. And you can use those as breakfast cookies even. And then the last recipe I'm going to share with you is a breakfast casserole from Oshi Glows. She uses pumpkin pie to make a sweet breakfast casserole, which is so yummy and a nice alternative to pancakes or waffles the next day. So there's 10 recipes, like I said, I'm gonna feature. I'm gonna share all that with all of those meal ideas I just gave you. If one of those meal ideas strikes your fancy, just Google vegan, whatever it was that you liked, and leftover Thanksgiving leftovers, and see what you get. There are so many yummy ideas out there, and I just want to encourage you to, we're all trying we're trying to reduce our food waste and increase the ease in our life. So if you make too much, don't feel like you have to throw it out. Reuse it in a different way that's going to be delicious and your family's gonna love. So I hope that was helpful for you. Like I said, if you want to get this meal planner to help you plan out how to use your leftovers, you can do that at bit.ly/7day meal planner. And then I just wanted to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm here every Monday at noon Pacific Standard Time, Meal Plan Monday with a different topic. Next week, we are talking about holiday potluck pleasers. We will officially be in December. It'll be December 2nd. And we will officially be in the holiday season and the season of parties and potlucks. So I'm going to share some tips for how to get through a potluck as maybe one of the few or only vegans there, and 2, what do you bring that's going to please everybody and make them not even realize that it's vegan. So I hope you'll join me for that. And again, if you're interested in learning more about how I use this meal plan and my process, head on over to VegMama at Instagram on Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, and I'll walk you through my plan for next week. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a happy, happy Thanksgiving.